Checking that plastic bag.
Yeah, that is it.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. That's funny. I thought it was in there, but like I haven't taken this out since I bought the truck. So, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the Truck Central YouTube channel. I'm gonna be your host today, Nick, and to my right here is Justin from Horsepower Obsessed. Behind us, we have two different trucks. Actually, we're gonna be doing a two-part video. This is gonna be part one. Got my 2017 Chevy Silverado 1500, and then we have Justin's 2021 Chevy Colorado ZR2. So we have a full-size truck here to my left and a mid-size truck here to our right, and we're gonna be doing a comparison video between both trucks. Now, before we get into the comparison of both trucks, I wanna take the time to thank Real Truck for being a sponsor of this video. I have personally put two different things on my truck from realtruck.com. My side steps, amp research, you're gonna see them here soon when we get in the truck, and my tonneau cover back here that I also have on the truck. You can get anything on that website for your truck, from literally side steps to tonneau covers. So check them out. We'll have the link below for you guys in the description of the video. So first things first, we got them nose to nose right now, and obviously the full-size truck sits a little bit higher, but the ZR2 doesn't sit that much lower. It is an off-road version, so it does sit a little bit higher than the base model Colorados. Just real quick here, this truck does have a 2-inch leveling kit, so it is a little bit higher than factory in the front. I also have airbags in the back to level the load when I tow a trailer. As far as looks, before we get in the trucks and drive them, you can easily see that the 1500 is going to be longer. It's got a much bigger bed. In fact, this particular model has an extended cab, so it's a little bit shorter than a crew cab that comes probably out to right about here, which then in turn cuts your bed length down. When I bought the truck, I wanted an extended cab because I wanted a 7-foot bed. I didn't want a shorter bed. I wanted to be able to put stuff in the truck, actually have it serve that purpose, so that's why I decided to get an extended cab rather than a crew cab. Going over to the ZR2, we can see that the bed is definitely shorter, but he's got the crew cab, so you can see there's a lot more room in the back just by looking at it from the outside. Both are pretty aggressive looking. Obviously, the 1500 has a little bit done to it. It's got wheels and tires. It's got some black accents, different tow mirrors, different tail lights and whatnot. The ZR2 is stock, straight from the factory. That's what you get, which is cool because, like I said, it's kind of more of like an off-roading edition truck. Both of them are practical in their own way, and we're about to find out here in a second once we get in the driver's seat of the Chevy Silverado. And those of you guys that are watching this video because you're torn between which truck to buy, hopefully we're going to be able to provide you guys with some insight on which model is right for you. So let's go ahead and get in my truck real quick. And oh, look at that. There's those side steps I was telling you guys about in the beginning of the video. Amp Research doing a nice job. Love them. Alrighty. Getting in the Silverado here. Is it a bigger step to get in this truck, or does it seem like a bigger truck already when you get in it, or what?
For sure.
For sure? Yeah.
Yep. I mean, the difference in room right here is incredible. Now,
I haven't mentioned this yet, but this truck, you guys are going to see this, that this specific model is more of like I like to call it a unicorn model, because it's an LT trim level with like LTZ add-ons. And I optioned it like this because I like the look of the Z71 having the paint matched front grille instead of something chrome like that comes with the LTZ. And honestly, it was just in my budget when I bought the truck. I'm not sure if I might even have checking that glove box right there. I think I have the window sticker. Checking that plastic bag.
Yeah, that is it.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. That's funny. I thought it was in there, but like I haven't taken this out since I bought the truck. So it's like opening up a map. $52,875 was the total vehicle price, but the total options were like 10 grand. This has the LT Plus package, which is power sliding rear window, universal remote, rear park assist, and power adjustable pedals. And then it has the Rally 2 edition. Now, this truck came with 22-inch black wheels, which I don't have on the truck anymore. Obviously, it's just the 20 by 12s. Came with different tires, the off-road tires. It came with black bow ties. It came with some side steps that I obviously took off and put the power steps on. It does have a spray-in bed liner. and it was the All-Star Edition as well. So it has a power seat, just driver power seat. That passenger seat is actually just on a slider. And then it had a power outlet in the front here. It has a bench seat, which is also rare. Usually it's it's 2 bucket seats and the console goes down through here. But this, I wanted the bench seat, so this thing actually flips up the center console and it becomes a bench. I don't think I've ever looked at this. But yeah, that's about it. And I can tell you right now, the miles per gallon that's listed on this thing, 18 city and 16 city and 22 highway with an average of 18 miles per gallon. That is, let me see if that's actually accurate with the tires that I now have on the truck. It's not. My average is 10.5 miles per gallon. That's what I'm reading. My best was actually 20, but my average as of recently is closer to 12. Yeah, bigger tires definitely make a difference in this truck, and I don't exactly drive, let's just say I drive a little more spirited than I should in this truck. So I got a heavy foot. But setting off now, driving the Silverado, you might be able to hear the exhaust. There's a Corsa exhaust on this truck, just a catback. Sounds nice, it's not too loud, just makes the truck sound a little bit better. Do you notice a little bit of a higher ride height?
It doesn't really feel higher, but it feels floatier.
Floatier?
Yeah.
Not as stiff?
Yeah. The ZR2 feels stiffer than this.
And actually, a quick piece of info for you guys. I probably would have bought the Colorado ZR2 if I didn't need to tow anything, because this truck can tow about 10,000 pounds, and I tow my enclosed car hauler with my car, which honestly it's probably close to 8,000, I'd say, max capacity when I tow anything, and the truck handles it pretty decent. It is a little underpowered because it's the 5.3 V8, not like the 6.2 or even a diesel, but as far as it being able to tow, it's completely fine. It's got the tow package, it's got the differential, and you put it in tow haul mode and the transmission is fine. And the addition of the airbags in the back to level the load so it's not so squatted, it makes all the difference in the world. Getting on the highway now, kind of can hear the exhaust a little bit.
That's definitely the biggest difference I'm noticing so far.
The exhaust?
Yeah. The ZR2 would be an absolute blast if it had a V8 in it.
Yeah, what's in that? I didn't even ask you.
It's a 3.6.
Why didn't I think they put a V8? I thought they did put a V8 in that car.
There was very few Colorados that had a V8. The second gen or first gen Colorado had, like, very few of them had a V8.
Okay.
If they would have put a V8 in that truck, it would have been a totally different game.
Like a 6.2 V8 with like 400 some horsepower? Yeah, it'd have been awesome.
Right, in a truck that barely weighs 4,000 pounds.
Is that what it weighs?
It's like 4,200.
4,200, yeah. So it weighs almost as much as my 5th gen?
Yeah, right, there you go.
Yeah, you're right, it would be. Even this truck with like a 6.2, like a nice 6.2 with some bolt-ons and a tune, it would be fun to drive. But yeah, I couldn't even imagine a truck 1,000 pounds lighter than this and having a bigger engine than this.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I really can't complain. It's been a great truck. I'm sure I'll have it for a few more years at least, you know. It's comfortable. I've taken it, I've taken this truck up and down the East Coast multiple times, and towing a trailer, not just by itself, like towing a trailer, really working it. And it's definitely held up through all that, any weather condition, snow. It does great in the snow because it has 4-wheel drive. And yeah, it's done its thing. I sat in this truck, we drove to Florida, and I was in the truck for I don't know how many hours, but it wasn't uncomfortable or anything. It's not a bad ride.
Yeah, as weird as it sounds, it rides smoother than my ZR2.
Does it really?
Yeah. And I know the ZR2 has a really like set up for off-road suspension, so it's meant to handle like giant rocks going like this, so it rides stiffer, but I expected this to have a different feel.
feel like a truck.
Yeah.
I know
This
what you mean.
doesn't. I don't really necessarily feel like I'm in a truck, other than the fact that I'm up a little bit higher.
Yeah. When I started towing with this truck, I had the factory side mirrors, which for this model you don't get the tow mirrors. You get like they're just the generic mirrors, and like I couldn't see. I could barely see the back of the trailer, so I had to put these tow mirrors on, and then I had to end up doing a different wiring harness in the door so it would work with the turn signals, because I didn't have the LTZ model, which came with the integrated turn signal in the mirror. So the wiring harness was different in my doors.
Yep.
So I had to change that out for them to work. But I've done like I said, I've done a lot of upgrades, little things to this truck that you wouldn't even know. If I debadged a truck, you wouldn't even know it was an LT.
Yeah, it's interesting because I've seen people putting the tow mirrors on the Colorados, and it is a very strange looking addition.
Why would you want to do that?
I mean, honestly, if you're towing with the Colorado, the stock mirrors are very bad.
Are they?
They basically sit right against the side of the truck. That's it.
Yeah.
So you would need a tow mirror, but at the same time, they look gigantic on the Colorado.
The truck now has about 55,000 miles on it, so...
Yeah, if you were going to have problems, I feel like you'd have them already.
Honestly, I don't even know if I really like the newer Silverados.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that.
There's some things I like about it, other things I don't. One of the things I don't like is the fact that they never change the center console, really. It just... I don't know. There's not much change.
Yeah.
It has the same size screen, the same vents are right there. There's not much different. Like this truck actually has a CD player, which
Oh yeah, it does.
yeah,
I just noticed.
Freaking vehicle from 2017 got a CD player in it.
That's funny.
Yeah. So if I would upgrade my truck, I'm looking for something like way different and way more improvement. But I didn't see much difference in the interior of the new trucks. So again, if you guys are looking for a truck, you can find one of these used, like even this model year, for a great price compared to getting a brand new truck that really, I mean, the only perks you have for getting a brand new truck is that it's brand new. You're not really getting better options. That's the way I look at it. I don't think, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the options in this truck are any different from the options in the new truck, really.
It doesn't seem like it.
No. So we're actually headed to a gas station right now because I'm gonna pick up some E85. Wait, this red light. Oh yeah, we're good. I'm actually getting some E85 for my 5th gen Camaro. We're gonna head there, and then I'm actually gonna have you drive this truck so you can get a feel for how different it is from your ZR2.
I've never actually driven a full size.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
So this should be interesting.
So you're either going to regret that you bought the ZR2 or be like, oh no, I made the right decision.
Right.
All right, so we're going to fill up and then I'll let Justin get in the driver's seat. All right, got it fueled up. Now Justin's turn.
I mean, it's definitely bigger. I mean, there's no doubt about it. All right, so gear shift on the column already is kind of weird.
Oh, that's right.
Colorado's down here.
A floor shift.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, this is much more truck right here.
Yeah. How much power is in the V6? You know?
308, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a slouch.
Yeah.
But
wait, is that the same V6 in the Blazer?
yes.
Okay.
Is it
Blazer RS? It's 308, I think.
It's either 308 or 306.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice. It definitely feels more like I'm in a truck. Everything's just larger and you're up a little bit higher. It sounds more like a truck. I mean,
right.
I'd kill to have a V8 sound in that Colorado. That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That thing would be insanely capable with a V8.
Yeah. I don't understand why they never did it, but...
I would have to assume it's to not step on Silverado toes.
So does it feel weird because like the front end's like big and it's wide?
Yeah, the biggest difference is definitely how wide it is. It's not even so much how tall it is, because I mean, this is only probably an inch, maybe 2 inches taller than the Colorado.
Yeah.
But the width, it is much wider. Like
room,
you don't even have this. We would be basically side by side in my Colorado.
Oh yeah, just enough for the shifter, and that's about it.
Yep. Now the first thing I'm noticing though is that to take this off road, this would be a handful off road. I think because it is bigger, it's going to be a lot harder to get like serious off-roading happening. I mean, the majority of your off-roading is like trails and through trees and stuff like that. It's going to be hard to navigate something like this through there.
Yeah, I've gotten so used to driving this because it's been my daily driver for the past, heck, going on 4 years now, because I bought it brand new in 2017. So I probably put, I mean, so we're at 55,000 miles right now in 4 years. I really didn't put that many miles on the truck if you think about it, especially with all the traveling that I did.
At the end of the day, there's two big differences here for me. You got the V8 and the truck is much wider. Other than that, I don't feel like horribly out of place or anything. Like, this doesn't feel like that much of a different experience from the Colorado. And I mean, I guess that's a good thing. I mean, you got a full-size truck that basically feels pretty much the same. But I definitely like the Corsa exhaust you have on here. It sounds really freaking good.
Yeah. I'm actually interested in driving your ZR2 because, like, I've never drove a Colorado. I've only known bigger trucks driving them, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't.
So we're literally exactly opposite then.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I just found out the other day the GM performance exhaust that I have on my ZR2 is actually made by Corsa. So we have two trucks with Corsa exhaust.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really like the steering wheel though. I feel like I'm in a freaking race car.
It's got a freaking center mark on the steering wheel, like we're gonna go to the Nürburgring or something with it.
All right, here we go. It's not bad for a truck.
Sounds good. Like I said, it's just enough.
Yeah.
Not too loud.
It is,
you know?
yeah. If you have to daily drive something that's too loud, at the end of the trip, you want to blow your brains out, so.
Yeah. Especially like towing a trailer, like the RPMs are always going to be higher when towing. So like that after a while is just like too much.
Yep. I'm surprised and pleased with how this rides considering the wheels you have on it.
Yeah, it's not bad, really.
Yeah, I can't even tell it's not stock.
Yeah.
And I like these mirrors too, man. I can see like everything back there.
Yeah. There's no blind spots with these mirrors. Alrighty, so we're back. What do you think, Justin?
It's interesting, guys. The mid-size to full-size thing, I really expected there to be a much bigger difference.
Yeah.
The truck sits maybe an inch or two higher, or so it feels. I know in person it's probably a little bit more, but it feels like about an inch or two higher. The biggest difference is going to be that the truck is a lot wider. So on the road as you're driving, you've got to be a little more conscious of where you are on the lines and everything. Other than that, there's obviously additional power because the truck's a V8. It sounds a lot better. The steering feels a little floatier because I think the whole thing is just bigger.
Right.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, it didn't really feel that much different driving.
There you have it, guys. Coming from a ZR2 owner who never drove a full-size truck, that was his experience. I'm gonna now get in his truck. He's gonna drive me around for a little bit, and then I'm gonna get in the driver's seat of his truck and drive it. But that's gonna be part 2. That's gonna be a second video on his channel. We're gonna have that link for you guys below in the description of the video. Another thing for Justin's video, we're gonna have a little exhaust comparison so you can check out the difference between that exhaust and his exhaust. So go to his channel, see part 2. We'll have the link below in the description. So thanks guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more Truck Central content. And as always, have a great day.